up a bit. I got an illustrious technical trainer with us from ACA. We got Rick Rhoades. Rick Rhoades, I tell you, man, he's the guy out there on the street making it happen as far as letting you guys know what goes on with battery and towing and customer service and sales. I mean, Rick's the man. But we got technical trainer with us, Rick Rhoades. He covers New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. And we also have territory manager Christopher Merrick with us as well. And Christopher Merrick covers Burlington, Atlantic, and Cape May County, New Jersey. So these gentlemen are on here with me, and we're just going to look at some stats and look at some information. Maybe we can identify some best practices here, and I believe these gentlemen have some information to impart to you out there as well. So we'll start and we'll look at some stats for NJA76. Guys, let me know when you can see my screen. I'm going to share my screen here. And
yep, I can see it.
All right, good stuff. All right, so we got quite a few stats here in green. Looks like kudos to Emilio.
Yeah, Emilio, if I can, Cordan, NJ876, that's UI towing. Rafael, Maldonado, and crew manage majority of Atlantic County, Atlantic City proper and the suburbs. So he has great footprint to maintain and cover. With the pandemic, obviously, with the casinos being closed, his volume has dropped. However, historically, they are producing volumes of battery sales monthly. Summers where they pick up. And if I can just share with what Rafael told me when I first started as a TM, I was down there on July 4th week on vacation in Wildwood, and I called him to have dinner with him and his wife. And he said, he put it simple. He goes, I'll try. And I called him back and he said, Chris, my holiday's on your holiday. And right there showed me his dedication. He was easy with both feet. So as you know, owners can easily remove themselves and go to dinner and do their things they want of leisure, but he chose not to because that's the week. Think it's just the busiest week in the summer in most cases, and he did his due diligence to get his job done, and that's historically what he does all the time. Very easy to work with. Rick can attest when you go there, you feel like family.
Yep.
The drivers all buy in. There's not a lot of screaming and hollering. They just know that they're supposed to do a job, and they respect Rick and myself, and even you when you come down there to learn something. And they give great feedback. I think. I don't know. I think you guys would agree there. They get great feedback. They never have a can't-do attitude. They never do. It's always, what can we do? Or I didn't know. Thank you. So if I can just lead them with that, great shop to work with. You mentioned Emilio. He's their pseudo battery manager, supervisor. He takes the bull by the horn. Rick, you can jump in any time and speak about him, and he gets it. I met Emilio maybe 2 years ago. He was doing a battery in a member's driveway on let's say a Focus. If I'm correct, Rick, the Focus is under the cow, right? Driver's side?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Escape, yeah, I think the Focus is there too.
Escape, Focus, might have been Escape, excuse me, and I don't need long-winded, so I'll make it short. But he was just prepared. He had tools, battery-powered tools. He was just doing it all. He had a smile on his face. And Rick can tell you, that's not a fun battery to change. He just did it. The member was happy. It was like, wow. And I said, wow, where'd you find it? This guy came in off the street.
Yeah.
So preparation goes a long way.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, it's a great contractor for us to work with. There's never any resistance when it comes to suggestions or even training. I had a bunch of his guys in for a class last Thursday, and they're all on board. You make a suggestion to them, and it comes down from the top with Rafael. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And the drivers have the respect So they just go ahead and do it. There's no resistance or pushback as far as any type of training that I've ever done there. And I've been down there with you, Cordan. I've been down there with Chris, and it's consistent. It's always consistent. So I applaud them. They do an excellent job, and they want to do an excellent job. So good, pleasure.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and they're definitely one of the most consistent shops. As well, they've been doing this for years. They're not new to the game, so that's good stuff. But yeah, so they got quite a few good players here. So yeah, just want to call out Emilio, and it looks like who we got here, Naquan. Quan is doing very well as well. 98% testing. That's good stuff. 34% conversion and 75% fail conversion, which is really, really well there.
We got some room for improvement for guys there. Nothing I don't think we can tweak.
Your guys' stats up there?
Let's see.
So Emilio and Naquan are they're doing exceptionally well.
Hey Ralph, you're not having what kind of pushback are you getting with warranties from the members, or not any? I'm just curious. It's not.
What do you mean?
Are any members
for warranty any headache? Nah. Usually, we just talked about warranties the other day because I'm seeing a lot of warranties every time I look at the pallets, right? And they like we go out there if there's anything issue with the battery, we warranty the battery. It's just, just warranty it. That's the problem. But everything is in the call. As long as the dispatcher calls them and tells them, look, you get up there as a battery. They say it's a AAA battery. You show up there and they take a picture, and it's not AAA battery. We explain that to them. But if they have any battery issues on them, we replace them. As long as everybody's in the guidelines for warranty, you good.
But we good thing we got Rick on. Rick, you guys have a pretty much a consistent set training schedule now, right? That these guys can tap into throughout the course of the week.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are 9 o'clock sessions, and the Wednesday is a 1 o'clock session. And that's a general schedule that Len has put out. We're flexible that if we need to do something at a different time frame or even on the weekend, most of us will make ourselves available. So whatever the needs are, we're just here to support them at this point. I mean, as always. So
gotcha. Now, Rick, what's the best way for technicians, because they can reach out to you directly, right? And
listen, I think maybe both of you guys have my phone number, and if you ever want to give them my phone number, please feel free to have them call me, or they can just email me, whatever works best for them.
Okay. All right. Up there, can you guys see the stats there? NJ227.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it.
That's another terribly well-performing shop. Now, John had to, let me preference him. When this quarantine went down, he laid off 12 guys across the board of his organization. That includes the automotive side and a handful of, I believe, six roadside assistance drivers. So he's got his best guys out there. John is a provider who nails quality monthly. He's been a numerous SPOE award winner. Great organization. Him and his wife Karen and his son JT. They hold down a good portion of our Burlington County. And one thing about John, he holds his guys to it. He did admit that his guys are a little distracted right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think across the board. John's not a station that's going to press a high pressure battery sale. He's not pressuring members. He just tells them what it is. And Rick, you've been there a couple times. It's very nuts and bolts. That's what I call John.
Yeah.
Go in there, you get it. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no participant trophy with John's shop. If you know what I mean, right?
Just go out and do your job. That's it.
Yeah,
Do what's expected of you. That's the way they call it.
You got to really earn it there, huh?
Yeah, you do.
All right. So what?
Angel's right there at the window with his testing versus his but he's doing fantastic on the other side. So
yeah,
he's missing it slightly.
It down 2001 specifically. They're doing well. You see all the green there. That means they're good to go. Sure.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I spoke to Gary this morning per the conversation Rick and Rhoades I had earlier.
Wow.
And I said, "What are you doing, Gary?" He goes, "I don't know, Chris." I think everybody knows Gary's pretty laid back, chill. But I mean, these are some unprecedented numbers. I mean, look at Holgerson. That's
wow.
like a par 3 at the Masters. You know? Look at it. Wow.
Wow, they're great numbers.
Yeah, I mean, and then you got the guy right below him doing Kyrie doing a great job. Jesse Solomon doing a stellar job. I mean, these numbers are just, I've never seen numbers like this. So
yeah, they're doing exceptionally well. That's good stuff.
So there's really been no contact with anybody, physical contact, and these guys are just doing it. So, and they're facing the same challenge as everybody else. Now, I will tell you, and Rick can attest to this, these guys are getting beat up a little bit on quality because members' perception that everybody has a clean and brand new mask and everything else is really a little aggressive because a battery driver can put a brand new mask on and touch it with his hands and it's dirty.
Right.
So I think what I've sent emails out, and I'll share them with Cordan and Rick when we get done. Just do what you're supposed to do. Practice your social distancing. Completely communicate with the member, not only from a dispatch perspective. I mean, a driver. Hey, this is Chris Wellen out there. I want to be at your property. If you want to leave your keys on the roof, et cetera, I'll handle it. I'm going to go into your car. I have to document mileage. I have to do all these things. Still protocol. We still have to do that protocol because I don't want any driver or any station taking a hit on a warranty, or excuse me, not a warranty, on a damage because we didn't document mileage, spare tire, even the battery. So we still have to do those simple protocols, but the drivers have to be proactive. They have to take that. And lastly, just be nice. Be nice. You don't have to be aggressive. If it's hostile, roll out. There's no need. And just wear the mask. I know some drivers find restricted. I know when I wear one in the supermarket, I find it a little restricted. I don't know if that's nerves on top of everything else. Just wear the mask. Take it off when you get in the truck.
Rafael, can you see your guys' stats up there? Say thank you for what you and your team are out there doing. We're going to provide, and it's already been provided at this point, but we'll do it again. Rick Rhoades, like I said, he's on the line with us, and he's made himself available for the technicians to reach out to him directly, and he can provide some levels of training. Now we have guys like Emilio and Naquan who probably don't need any additional training right now, but there's plenty of opportunity out there for the rest of your crew. So please take advantage of that so we can get everybody on the board like Emilio and Naquan. And we have Mays coming in, and we were just talking about this a moment ago before you got on. There should still be, we still got some gift cards out there that we probably need to use and get out.
I did already.
To the technicians. So we want to put some promos together. I didn't hear what you said. It looked like you said something.
I did already.
Cut out.
Gift cards already spent.
Oh, you said they're already spent. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no problem. We'll get you some more somehow, some way.
No problem.
But yeah, we definitely want to take advantage of using those.
Like I said, I told y'all before, I'll match anything that y'all put up on the table that they win or whatever. I'll match it the same. Give them that little energy boost, you know.
We'll make sure we leave that in the video so that they can see that you're willing to match whatever we put out there. You're willing to match it. What a great owner! I tell you, what a great shop owner out there. Citywide Towing in New Jersey and PA.
Absolutely.
They hold it down really good for AAA. They're taking care of the members in a really good way out there. So that's good stuff. Ralph, thank you again for
Thanks,
jumping on the line with us.
No problem. Enjoy you guys. Enjoy the day.
It gives the network an opportunity to see, the real conversations that we have and the conversations that we have as far as being intentional about taking care of the members out there, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right?
Right.
Other than they're just doing great, but there they are again. Their stats are up there again, and they're really the trendsetters for battery and light service in New Jersey as a whole. So
he's the New England Patriots of my three counties.
Now you didn't mention the wrong words. I gotta go now. Bye. See you guys.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm not a Patriots fan, but it is what it is.
I'm out on that note. It was all good up until that moment. Bye, guys. Bye.